You weren't hitting shots, but eventually Hannah kind of came on offensively and started hitting some shots for you.
Yeah, they were obviously, they started out in the triangle and two, trying to take Tia and Sydney out of the game, and thank God for Hannah stepping up big today, because we were pretty cold shooting, and they did a good job of kind of setting us off our balance a little bit early on, and we also played 12 minutes in the first half without Tia on the floor. She picked up 2 early fouls, and that changes the way we do things lots of times. So some kids were out there that normally wouldn't be out there in those situations. But hey, a win is a win. It's our first one here since 2008. So.
Just seemed like it took you a little while to get in sync and kind of get going.
Yeah, I think the girls didn't act nervous, but then once they got out there, I think they probably were a little bit nervous. But hopefully, now that we got this one game under our belt, we'll be ready to rock and roll on Thursday.
When Dwynell picked up her fourth and went to the bench, that seemed like a big stretch. You guys went on an 11-2 run at that point.
Yeah, that was obviously. She comes out of the game, and that was what we talked about. We wanted to run her up and down the floor, and we wanted to try to get her in foul trouble.
You took a timeout when she got her third. Was that to go right at her?
Yes, that was to try to get it inside and try to draw a foul on her, and focusing on boxing out and trying to get her to maybe go over the back on one. That might have been how she got her first foul. I can't exactly remember.
Over the back she had.
Yeah. So then that's exactly what I told Haley West: get her on your back, box out, hold it. She might go be back. So.
At that point, you did all the things you needed to do to win. You hit some shots and a few runs at you, but you never really kind of let them really back in the game.
Yeah, we did a pretty good job controlling the game down the end. The only thing that disappointed me a little, we fouled more than we should have down the stretch. That kind of let them hang around a little bit, but we did take care of the ball pretty well.
So talk about that first quarter. You guys kind of started slow. You guys missed your first 4 shots, but you seemed to hit some shots early and kind of got in a roll there.
Yeah, we were really nervous to play here. I mean, a lot of people on the team was their first time stepping out on this court, so we're all nervous.
Once you, I think I've kind of talked to you about this before, but once you kind of got, hit some shots early, did that, kind of get you on a roll, and kind of feel like you started getting some momentum and confidence that way?
Yeah, it definitely helps. Just getting in the groove of it.
And it seemed like, once somebody started hitting, then Haley started getting some baskets, and you guys seemed to settle in and started playing your game.
Yeah.
Was that a big factor, or was just somebody coming through a little bit offensively and?
Yeah, we needed to get it inside more. We couldn't just rely on our outside shooting.
Then there was a point where Dwynell picked up her 4th foul, and it seemed like you guys kind of seized that moment, went on an 11-2 run there, and kind of opened up the lead a little bit.
Yeah.
Did you kind of see that moment and say, we got to make something, take advantage of this?
Yeah, we knew that she was their top scorer, and we wanted to foul her out of the game, so it gave them a disadvantage.
And once you guys kind of opened the lead up a little bit, from there you kind of seemed like you were in control a little bit, and were just able to kind of play and not really allow them any kind of momentum to turn. I guess offensively you chipped away and you maintained the lead a little bit.
Yeah.
That just kind of allow you to play a little bit.
Yeah, getting a lead definitely helped us, made us not stop playing.
How was your confidence been this year? I mean, this must be.
Well, it's my second year playing, and freshman year I didn't really go out on the court at all. Maybe 30 seconds last year at the Augusta Civic Center. So this year I was really nervous, but once we started playing it was just like a normal basketball game.
So it's nice to get this first one out of the way?
Yes.
All right, Hannah, thanks a lot. Great job.
Yeah, and that was kind of a blowout when you played them during the regular season. I know that was a while ago.
Both times.
You played them twice, right?
33 and 49 were the 2 differentials. Yeah.
Wow. So how has your team improved since then?
Oh, we've just grown into a playoff team. I think that having gone through the adverse places that we've played, we finished at Lisbon, which, as many people know, Lisbon's never an easy place to win. And we went in and we played on their senior night against their team that was playing their playoff game, and we're able to get out a win there. Then we go to Dirigo, who had beaten us by 16 a couple weeks earlier at their place. And there was a lot of adversity there, and we gutted that one out as well. They've just grown. They're not just good, great young people, because they're the sweetest, cream of the crop, salt of the earth, all those cliches. They're the best kids I've ever been around. But they've grown into a team that thrives when most other teams would wilt from the pressure. So I think that's the biggest thing. Is they've just matured, and there's no seniors on our team, so we have a lot to look forward to. I think
They showed a lot today. Just coming out playing strong, not really looking all that nervous, and making a pretty good game of it for most of the game.
Yeah, the game plan went well, and they, we took pretty good care of the ball, and when we had to deal with Chloe getting in foul trouble, and we had to deal with free throws not going, and we just battled. I mean, that was it. We just played in the moment. That's why I love about what these girls have been doing is they don't worry about, well, what if we win or what if we lose or what happened yesterday or what call was just made. They're in the moment. They're in the present. I think that's another big aspect of being a playoff team.
And they made a game of it, and when you had to take Chloe out, that was a tough. They made an 11-2 run there, and that kind of changed the dynamics a little bit.
Yeah, and give Monmouth credit. They made the foul shots. We missed some free throws. I think if you take the free throws out of the equation, I think it's a pretty darn even ball game. It was pretty even throughout. Monmouth had to play a little bit of stall near the end. I felt it was competitive from opening tap to final buzzer, and I thought it was a good playoff game.
You held their two leading scorers to 4 points apiece. The other girl came up and had a big game.
And those two lit us up big time in those other two games. So that was defensively, that was our focus point, and obviously. And my team just played their tails off, and they executed everything we wanted to, and we had a chance to win. So no, I have nothing but positives. And Monmouth played well. That wasn't a bad game for Monmouth. Monmouth played well. That was a good game for them, and so kudos to them. They had to play well, and they did.
You had a lot of girls, and I think Chloe, early on, had a lot of points, but Carolyn had a nice game. Allie had some big shots, and a number of girls, came through and played well for you today.
It's amazing. I asked all these girls to play very different roles. Not everybody can have the name on the paper. Not everybody can score the points. Not everybody can be on the floor. But by golly, when I call on somebody, they came in and not just hustled. I mean, we had some really glowing plays from kids that came in and just had a real quick spot roll, and they thrived in it. And you can't ask for more than that as a coach.